Hey, what's going on, everyone? It's Nick here with the Nick Belmore Real Estate Team, and today I wanted to take a look at 5 things that you need to know about if you're thinking about making a move here to West Michigan. You know, some ultimately are pros, some of them are cons, but let's take a few moments and let's look at the 5 need-to-know things. Number 1, it's the roads and the weather. There's no doubt with our freeze-thaw cycle that West Michigan has some atrocious roads. That being said, the city as well as the county are continuously investing more and more than ever. And the reality is we are starting to see a lot of the roads being completely replaced in our area. Again, could this be a bit of a pain in the butt when it comes to traffic? No question that it can be. That being said, when it's done, it's so much nicer to have these nice, clean, smooth roads to drive around here in the area. One of the other things, though, that is definitely an important piece of it when we start to look at the roads and the weather, West Michigan is growing, and it's growing at an accelerated pace. And there's no questions that in certain areas we're simply outgrowing the roads. I'm looking at you, Caledonia. There's no question that as these subdivisions start to take a hold and these areas have this rapid style growth, oftentimes we're outpacing the ability for the cities and the counties to keep up with the road construction that it needs to get people through. So, depending on what you're looking at with more and more redevelopment, you could be seeing more construction, and quite honestly, some of our roads are just slightly underbuilt for the amount of people at the moment. Second thing that you definitely want to have an idea about, especially if you're moving to Grand Rapids itself, it's that college town energy. Here in West Michigan, Grand Rapids alone has over a dozen colleges, from GVSU to Aquinas to a lot of these places that we're seeing downtown and all around popping up for colleges. And there's no question that that definitely can change the dynamic in some areas. Now, I will tell you, I wouldn't really represent Grand Rapids as a college party town. It is a lot of great students and there is a lot of great little college towns around here, but I definitely wouldn't classify it as the party zone or any of that type of stuff. But it does bring a young, vibrant feel to a lot of these areas as well. One of the downsides with us being such a college town, it puts a heavier squeeze on a lot of the housing in these areas just the same too. If you're already living there, hey, you probably love it because it's driving your prices up. But if you're trying to get in, you see what a pain it can actually be. Again, do you like a college town, or is that not something you're interested in if you're thinking about making a move? Let me know in the comments below. Number 3 on the list, and this is definitely one that is a double-edged sword. Grand Rapids is a growing place. So with that, we're looking at growth and affordability. As we grow at an average that's much faster than the national average, one of the things that really stands out is some of the problems that it creates. And the problems it creates is more competition for the existing housing, and just like we talked about in the first one, more traffic, more population in these cities. A lot of them have to grow to meet the demand. So with that being the case, yeah, that's something to pay attention to as you come forward here in the city of Grand Rapids and really all of West Michigan. That being said, as these cities continue to grow, one of the things that happens is there's more businesses, there's more restaurants, there's more specialty choices for a lot of people. So no question that it absolutely has its positive sides when it comes to diversity, when it comes to the different businesses, when it comes to the different styles that are out there. And so that part is absolutely amazing. However, it can lead to more traffic and it can lead to more frustration just the same as we grow at this rapid pace. Number 4, it's the comeback of downtown. In the last 10 to 15 years, Grand Rapids itself has really done a lot of work when it comes to redeveloping a lot of areas, making them walkable, making them safe, new restaurants, new concert venues, all these amazing attractions to downtown, and a lot of them are fairly recent. And that is one of the great reasons that people keep moving to Grand Rapids. There's a consistent amount of development when it comes to the businesses downtown, and with it, it's brought a good amount amount of development to the condos. A lot of the old furniture factories have already been repurposed into beautiful loft housing, or in some cases, they're amazing restaurants and really cool businesses that are down there. Downtown has been on a constant push. Even things right now like the Ashore Theater coming in and us seeing so much redevelopment around the riverfront keep making downtown a better and better place for people to live as well as visit. For me personally, one of the great things also about Grand Rapids and downtown itself, it's a very safe area. Coming from Detroit, not really the safest area to cruise around downtown, although shout out to Detroit because it has gotten better in the past few years. Grand Rapids is on a different level when it comes to safety and your ability to travel all throughout downtown without feeling threatened or like a lot of it is a little bit of a wasteland. So downtown Grand Rapids is one of the big positives. There's so much to do, and it's not really one of those places where you don't feel safe or you feel threatened as you're walking around. For me, I think that's a giant plus. Number 5, the real challenges. You know, Grand Rapids definitely still has some pockets where there are some homeless people and you can run into a lot of that, but there's a big concerted effort here in the area. And I would say locally with a lot of the nonprofits and charities, a lot of the churches kicking in to have supplies. Our church went through and they are helping to develop a tiny home community, so that more and more people that are on the border of poverty downtown could have a nice place to stay, a nice place to go to, a house they can afford, take care of, and be proud of. So with that being the case, there is a lot of investment that is going on downtown, but there's also some problems that still need to be solved like any city would have. So those are 5 things that you absolutely want to know before making the move to Grand Rapids. And if you're thinking about relocating, reach out to me. My contact information is in the description below, and I would absolutely love to help you find the right home that works for you at this stage of life. There's so many different choices here. There's absolutely one for you. See you on the next video.